Welcome to Sew, Learn, Create. I'm glad you joined us today. And if you like what you see in our content, be sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification. For today's project, we're going to be adding another project to our patriotic playlist for the celebration of USA's 250th birthday. For today, we're going to be taking some Dollar Tree beads and some fabric and turning it into some home decor. So let's get started. For today's project, the fringe banner, you're going to need the following supplies. You're going to need, if you want to add the beads, you're going to need I got my beads at Dollar Tree, and there's plenty of beads to do the 4.5-foot banner that I did, and that's really easy. Or you can just buy individual beads in whatever color you like. And then I'm going to use, because I'm making mine patriotic, I'm going to use red, white, and blue fabric strips. And those fabric strips are about 1/2 inch, a little less than 1/2 inch wide, and 12 inches long. So you're going to need quite a few of those, and then you're going to need some kind of cord or twine. I'm just using twine, and mine I cut at 4.5 feet long. And then I did add in the middle of mine, where I added my wooden medallion from my bead string, I added a lace instead of using the fabric strip. So if you want to do that, or you can just use a fabric strip to tie that on. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, I'm going to cut my twine or my cord at 4.5 feet for the length that I'm making. And that makes it long enough to go on probably a standard mantle, which is where I'm going to hang mine. So we're going to take that cord, cut it at 4.5 feet, and we're going to fold it in half, and we're trying to find the center. So I'm going to put at that fold, I'm going to put a clip. So now I know that that is the center of my garland. You're also going to need, I forgot to say, you're going to need some kind of tape. And I'm using clear tape, but masking tape would work just as well. And you're going to want to take and put tape on the end of your cord to make it easier to put your beads on. So you just take a little piece of tape and then make that kind of like the end of a shoestring, so that when you put those beads on, it's easier to do. There we go. Then this is my center, and I'm going to start by adding my red, white, and blue strips. And I'm going to do 2 sets, so red, white, blue, as a section, and then add my beads. So I'm going to start with my red, and I'm going to put it just a little bit off my center, because I want this unit kind of centered. So I'm going to take my loop, put it over my twine, feed my tails through, and pull it. Actually, I did that backwards. Let's try that again. This is the part I never can remember, is which way you put your loop. So you put your loop, let's see if this works, under the twine, put your tails through, and pull it. Yes, and then that puts our knot, excuse me, puts our knot at the top, and our banner's going to hang this direction. So this is the top, and then our fringe hangs down. So there's my red, and I'm going to add a white. So it goes under the twine, open up your loop, feed your tails through. So again, I'm folding my strip in half, making a loop, taking that loop, putting it under my twine, feeding my cut tails through my loop, and pulling it tight. And if they get twisted to where, like, this is the back side of that fabric, you can just take and turn it and adjust your knot, and then it makes all of those facing forward. And you don't want your knots too tight, because if they're too tight, then it takes up less space, but also you can't really see the knot as well at the top. So now that I've put those on that side of the center, I'm going to take off my clip, and I'm going to add another group of red, white, and blue. And again, if that's showing to the back side of the fabric, then I'm just going to take it and just kind of twist it, pull my knot just a little bit, and that usually will hold it in place to where it's facing front. Then I just want to make sure that those knots are kind of all pushed up together. There we go. Now I'm going to start adding my beads. So I'm going to take my Dollar Tree bead string here. And I'm going to take them apart. And I took mine off as a unit of red, white, and blue just because that way they didn't roll all over my counter. But you can take them all apart and separate them if you'd like that better. So now we have a choice to make. So on my original one, my beads all run red, white, blue from the left side all the way to the right side. So if you're going to do that, then on the left side of your center, you're going to do your beads blue, white, red. And then on the right side, you're going to do red, white, blue. That puts them all in the same order from the left side of your garland to the right side. So that's the only thing you really kind of have to remember, that is if you're working on the left side of your garland, your beads are going to go in reverse order. If you're working on the right side, they're going to go in the normal order. So I'm going to start on my left, and I'm going to add my blue bead, then my white bead, and if you just feed them in, and if it's kind of sticking, just kind of twist that twine, and it will usually go through the hole. And I'm going to put those beads all the way up to the end. So now you can see my beads are in the correct order, even on the left side, red, white, blue. Then on my right side, I'm going to take another set of beads, and I'm going to do those in the traditional order, red, white, blue. Now that is the center section of my garland. I just don't want to turn the right way here. There we go. Now at the end, I'm going to come back and probably add this heart to that center section, but I wanted the strings down behind it. And so then we'll come back at the end and tie this on. So then I'm just going to keep going. And from here, I'm going to remember that on the left side, my colors are going to go in reverse order also. Blue, white, red, blue, white, red. And then on this right side, they're going to go in the normal order. So I'm going to start on my left because I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm going to go blue, then white, then red. And again, I'm going to do two groups of those So the reason I did 2 groups is that puts a little bit more distance between your bead sets, and I just like that look better. And I don't have to have as many beads or as many fabric strips. So again, I'm going in reverse order. So I'm going to go blue, because I'm still working on the left. White. And then red. And I'm using scrap fabrics for mine, all different reds, all different blues, and whites. So I'm trying not to use the same red here on this side as I did here. But you could also make this out of just a single fabric of red, white, and then blue, and it would look just as cute. I just have lots of scraps, so I try to use them up. All right, now that gets my 2 units of red, white, blue on the left side. Then I'm going to slide down here and do the same thing on the right. And just remember, this one will go in the traditional order of red, white, and blue. Okay, so now I have my second set. I'm again working on the right. I'm going to add a set of beads. This one is on the right side, so it's the traditional order. Red, white, blue. And then on the left, I'm going to go in reverse order. Blue, white, red. All right, so now our garland is growing. I'm going to finish off camera, excuse me, the rest of this till I get my length that I want, and then I'll come back and show you how to finish it off. Now I've finished tying all my sets of fabric and putting my beads on. And as you can see, they all go red, white, and blue all the way across in the same order. So then to tie it off, I left a little bit of string, probably 7 or 8 inches at the end. I'm going to take and just make a knot as close to that bead as I can, and that'll secure it in place. So I'm going to do that on both ends. And just kind of push it up to where, and don't pull that knot too tight, because if you leave it a little looser, it's bigger and your bead won't come off of it. Now you could leave your garland just like that, to where it's just the fringe if you wanted. But since I purchased the Dollar Tree and it has this heart, I'm going to put that in the middle of my garland. So I'm going to take my ends and find that center section that we started with, which was this one right here. And here's my first set of red, white, and blue. Here's my second set of red, white, and blue. I put my heart, I just strung it on about 12 inches of this red lace, and I'm going to tie that right in between those 2 sets. And that makes this kind of in the middle of the whole garland. And I'm just going to kind of tie it up there, and I'm going to leave it a little loose because I want it to kind of dangle a little bit, and then I'm just going to tie that off with a bow. And then that is the center of our garland, and I like it with the strings kind of hanging down behind it like that. So that is our finished garland, and I'll put a picture at the end of it hanging on my mantle so you can see how it looks strung across. Also, I was going to tell you, and I'll put this in the description, that I used 10 sets of the beads. So that was 30 beads, so 10 of each color, red, white, and blue. And then I used 9 sets of strips for a total of 54 strips. So on my 4.5-inch garland, 4.5-foot garland, that's 18 strips of each color. And again, I'll put those numbers in the description for you. So our project is complete. I hope you liked today's project, the fringe banner. And remember, you could do this in any other color to celebrate any holiday. So, see you in the next one.